To speak to Resolution 547, I talked about it this evening at the podium. The county is going to spend $3.5 million to rent 40 Parker Road for 10 years. And I said, in essence, was there any cost-benefit analysis done on this to see whether we are spending our money wisely or that we should not be building a building at this point, because we tend to build rather than lease. They were surprised that I suggested that. But I am serious that I am looking to see the cost-benefit analysis at the next time we all meet at the freeholders meeting. And I asked Chairman Mirabella to have that at the ready. Because we did spend, I don't know, millions of dollars for the health care for non-union employees for life. And an independent analysis came out that it's going to be over $100 million. But they had no cost-benefit analysis of what that was going to cost the taxpayers, and still don't have any idea. So I'm holding them to the fire on this one. I want to see the cost-benefit analysis done to substantiate that we should be renting as opposed to building.
Well, all right. Anyone else wish to speak on matters that are on the agenda? Moving forward.
What was that? Oh, yeah.
Good evening, Chairman, freeholders, Jim Britton and Craig. I'm sure it was on. Actually, I'd like to just speak to two resolutions on the agenda this evening. One that it seems stuck out amongst all the others, and then one of the other speakers have spoken to, is Resolution 547. $3.5 million is a lot of money. I was wondering if the board would divulge to the taxpayers who the principals of Ronlee Realty are, and if there maybe are donors to the Democratic Party. But that aside, I was wondering if any cost-benefit analysis has been done, whether we should be actually building a building. Our propensity is to always buy and build.
Are you advocating that we build a building?
I'm flabbergasted that we're renting. Renting.
It must be an agenda.
It just stuck.
Sure, I heard it right.
It stuck out like a sore thumb. Like we're actually going to rent? No, we don't rent. We always buy and build. So there must be some cost-benefit analysis that's been done 10 years out to show that renting is truly the way to go, as opposed to actually building and owning, so that we don't have to pay the common maintenance and taxes and utility services and things of that nature. So if you could just tell me whether that study's been done, and if it hasn't, and if we could do it, that would be interesting.
Is this something new that we're renting, or is this replacing of something we're renting now when we're going to move into here, or this is some in addition to where we are now? Because they already rent a couple of buildings, and one of them we have on our payroll some senator's uncle or something to do the maintenance on the building. Like he's just there supervising the maintenance, and we're paying rent on the building. So we'll have to get this.
Yeah, without my notes in front of me, from what I remember. Yeah, Director Guzzo stepped up and he explained why we're renting 40 Parker Street for $3.5 million for the 10 years. And
Mr. Patterson's questions on new services resolutions, the first being on the lease agreement. It is a 10-year agreement. There is a provision relative to funding and an option to pull out at any time. I just want to make sure that what I said make sure people understood what I said before. A lot of it had to do with the fact that we need to expand the immunization clinic, which is a wonderful service not only for Elizabeth residents but for county residents. It is woefully small where it is right now, and it will allow us to expand it to provide other services for kids that need that and cannot afford it any other way. So I don't think that's going to go away. So I do believe that 10 years will be well spent. So they were part of the welfare office, and They would benefit obviously by the expansion of services, immunization and whatnot as a result of going into this lease. I believe the other question was Ronlee a new vendor or tenant or I'm sorry, landlord for us? And the answer is yes, through the process that we went through.
What it was they're right now they're renting Westminster Place, whatever building is over there, and that was like maybe 6,000 square feet. This is going to be something like 15,000 square feet. So so what they're doing is actually adding 9,000 square feet for their rental space, and that was going to be picked up for immunization. They mentioned
they're giving up Westminster though.
They're giving up Westminster, and just the cost for the Westminster was $83,000 a year. They're going to be spending $350,000 a year, so or $380,000 a year. So knock off the $80,000 savings from the Westminster, and you're around $200,000 a year in rental. And they were going to split it between Union County and the state of New Jersey, because I believe the state of New Jersey must figure into whatever the services are there. So it boils down to where the county is spending $99,000 a year. That's how it all boiled down. So $99,000 a year extra than what they were paying. And whoever this Parker Place...
Ronlee Realty.
Yeah, Ronlee Realty. They said that was a new
player.
Yeah, new player or a new landlord, they said. So I think Jim asked, well, who are the principals of this Ronlee Realty? And Director Guzzo, he's an honest guy. He stands up and he says, I don't know who they are. He says, but
he's signing the lease.
Yeah, he's signing the lease, but he doesn't know who they are. They have no idea who they're going to be giving $3.5 million to. This is what's just astronomical. These guys are just total idiots. They don't even ask the real questions.
Hold that.
Okay, I apologize.
Stop it. The apology.
So anyway, but no, they're just complete idiots. They don't ask the hard questions. We actually are the ones that ask the hard questions, but they don't answer them anyway. So I guess so nobody gets anywhere. But Guzzo actually did say that this information can be obtainable by the public. He didn't mention Oprah, but I guess that's probably what he's referring to.
But it would be just a simple, could you look at the lease and tell us who the names are?
It may not be
or
on
the signatures. There's got to be signatures.
Well, no. Oh, yeah, it's in ink. You're right, because LLC you can hide.
They have to sign the lease.
That's right, it's in ink.
So the fact that he doesn't know is just not...
Well, but they're giving them $3.5 million, whoever they are.
So at the next meeting, we're going to have these answers.
No, he didn't say that, unless somebody...
But you're going to have to Oprah it, and you'll get your own answer.
So anyway, so that's where it is. They're gaining 9,000 square feet. They're giving somebody that we don't know who. And of course, suspicious, of course. But anyway, so they're giving them $3.5 million. They won't tell us who they are. I guess we'll find out sooner or later. That's what Tino always says. Sooner or later, we'll find out, and we'll be back to talk about it.
And it was an interesting budget process because they threatened these employees, some of these employees, with being laid off. And the employees came out to the meetings and they kept saying, but we're so busy. People are lined up outside the building trying, who's going to take care of these cases if we're not here? So they come back, I don't know, it's a week after they pass the budget and they unload this, that they're renting more space. It doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up. And you know what else they did that with the SLAP program? They said they were going to eliminate the SLAP program. They never had any intention of eliminating the SLAP program, which they didn't do. Those employees never got notice about what was going on. It wasn't discussed. It was just something they threw out there, and they really didn't mean it. So you can't believe anything they say.
Some things don't fly.
You just can't believe them. They're on.
That's it.
No truthiness.